It's another Small Business Saturday here where we highlight the businesses in your neighborhood. And with the holidays on the way, it's time to get organized before all the company arrives. Professional organizer Jen Hill is here with us this morning to share how she can help bring order, balance, and peace into your home and workspace. Thank you for being here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us what you offer at Jen Hill Organizing.
Yeah, well, I think you actually just summed it up really nice. We offer peace, we offer function, and we do that through decluttering and organizing. And that can be in for your home or your business.
And this is something where I think a lot of people, in theory, they're like, oh, this weekend I'll get to it. This weekend I'll get to it. They never get to it.
Oh, I'll get to that when it's like the schedule's less crazy. Like, oh, honey, that's cute. No, listen, we're very busy people, right?
Yes.
And this is something that a lot of us struggle with because it just feels very overwhelming. And so it's just like, maybe next week, maybe next week.
Yeah, you mentioned it being overwhelming. Obviously, there's a physical aspect to organizing, cleaning, decluttering, but there's also that mental aspect, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd almost say it's like 95% is more of like the mental game than it is the physical stuff. As stuff is just stuff, right? We as human beings, we're emotional creatures. And so we project all of this emotion and these stories into our stuff. And so then when it's time to break up with them, it's like, oh my goodness, I gotta come to reality with some of that. And some of that stories of our past selves and maybe hobbies we wish we still had or dream jobs that we don't have anymore. You know, it could be all these different stories that we're now having to confront and going, maybe that chapter's closed and I need to move on. So it can be tricky, but that's why we're here to help kind of coach, and you're the one that's making the decisions, but we're just trying to help you get to your goals.
You're like a breakup specialist.
Oh my gosh, kind of, yeah. Add that to my resume.
Yeah, there you go. I'm curious how you got involved in all of this. How long have you been in business and what made you sort of take the leap to turn this into a business?
Yeah, so I've been organizing for probably about 15 years. I can remember even it's my first job at Media Play, so that ages me a little bit. Some of you know what Media Play is. But even just like sitting behind the counter and going, man, these piles of papers, like what is going on here? Like there's gotta be a better way. And yeah, so fast forward, 2022 is when I opened my business, and it's just something that I'm passionate about. I love the feeling I get when I have a chaotic space and it becomes orderly and functional, and I love being able to provide that for other people.
And not everyone loves that, which is why it's great you're in business.
I know I'm a nerd, it's fine. Yes, I'm here for it.
Why is something like this so needed in our community?
Yeah, we are very blessed to live in a time and a space where we have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of access to beautiful things. And, you know, we love that dopamine hit. And so it's like the shopping and the buying and just I want to be surrounded by beautiful things.
Yeah.
But when we have that abundance, sometimes it does the opposite effect.
Yeah.
And so really trying to help get back to the roots of, what truly is making you happy? You know, spending more time with your family or on your hobbies or whatever that is for you. And instead of maintaining and having to manage the stuff in your house.
You mentioned the abundance of stuff and we're always giving and we're always getting, especially now with the holidays coming. Tis the season. How can you help people really ahead of the holidays?
Yeah, so right now is the key purge time. So go in those closets. If you see that stuff that you got last year that you haven't touched, it's okay to pass it along, right? One of my favorite things to say is just because it's usable doesn't mean you have to be the one to use it. And there are plenty of people around who could actually use some of those items and we could pass on that blessing. So now's the time, let it go, let it go.
And isn't that a Christmas song from Frozen?
Frozen, see, yeah, Elsa and I, we get along really well, yeah.
I know you have a few different packages. What if someone doesn't know which one's the best fit for them?
Well, that's the great part about having an expert, right? So we talk about like, what are your goals? What are you wanting to see happen? And our job is to help guide you into what you need from us. I'm not here to sell you something you don't need. That's the exact opposite of what I try to do.
Yeah.
So we're here to help guide.
Do people need anything on hand before they contact you?
That's a great question. A lot of people ask that too. Oh, do I need to go buy product first. You know, the containers, everybody wants to buy the basket. No, 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 no. We got to declutter and get some systems in place first before we know maybe what supplements we need. And a lot of time people already have bought things. So I try to use what they already have on hand. So
Which is nice. We're not adding to the problem.
exactly,
You know?
exactly.
If someone wants to get in touch, wants to book with you, how can they do so?
I love that, yeah. So they can find me on Facebook and Instagram. We have a lot of fun things that happen on there. And then my website is jenhillorg.com. And there's a contact form that they can fill out to get us started.
Perfect. And now is the time to do so because I'm sure you're getting busy.
We are booking up. So if you want some help before Christmas time, now's the time to reach out for sure.
Jen, thank you so much for being here.
A
Really
pleasure.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.